It's a very,
It's funny how we have no rotary engines.
Yeah, we're surrounded by... What's behind you? Is that an SR?
Yeah.
Got an SR behind you. There's an RB25. And it's a flat 4. I don't know what that is. I think it's an EJ.
Yeah.
EJ.
Something like that.
But this is the least formal podcast you'll ever see. Because I always film it somewhere else with a GoPro and a microphone. So welcome, Merv, to the podcast. I've been wanting to get you on for a while. We've known each other for... Oh! Did you just break the chair?
Maybe.
Okay.
Right.
We've known each other for, what? I met you in 2015 at the Paul Walker meet.
Dang,
because you were the only one with an FB.
I was.
Actually, no, there's another automatic one that pulled up, but it was beat.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I blew my clutch that night, unrelated. But
that's fun, though.
I met you, I almost said 15 years ago. Felt like 15 years ago. 2015. So you have an FB. You copied me. Now this is interesting. You copied my entire setup.
Huh, interesting.
No, it's a joke that I always copy Merv.
Yeah.
Because you had the fender flares first. I want to do fender flares now.
Mm-hmm.
No, I did do the 13. I started my 13B swap before you, but you finished before me.
Yeah.
So a little salty about that because I put mine in storage.
It's okay.
I mean, Oh, thanks for letting me know it's okay. Thanks.
It's alright.
But yeah, so what got you into rotaries? What got you into Mazdas? I've actually never asked you
this.
this.
So my friend Michael Harlan.
Shout out Michael. And
his 10th Annie,
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, it's actually owned by Charles now, which we both...
Oh, the one that's getting rebuilt.
Yes,
that's taking forever.
You know who.
Yeah, it's this shop that's been taking forever.
Yeah.
That's a horrible...
We all know about that. But yeah, I went on a ride in that 10th anniversary. I actually helped build that car. Like, I swapped in an S5 engine into it, which is, like, sacrilegious.
Mike just threw something out our window. Hey, if you want to talk, we're filming a podcast. Come in and speak your piece. I swear, you get no peace here in a shop.
Never.
So anyway, 10th anniversary.
Yeah, so, I went on a ride with it. And, yeah, that's when I knew, like, I needed one. But I'm not a really big second-gen fan. No offense to anybody who likes those things. But, first-gen will always have my heart.
So how'd you find your first gen?
Oh, funny thing. I actually owned a white GSL before this one. I blew it up. It was running when it blew up, so I sold it for more than I bought it for, and then I found this guy in Wisconsin, some old dude that got it because someone owed him money. So, so the guy didn't even know what the car was worth. So it was like, here's $3,000. I'll just take it off your hands. And that's my story. It was actually a really nice car when I first bought it.
Yours has always been cleaner than mine. Also a little salty about that.
Yeah, it was a California car. I went through I looked up the VIN and stuff, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And it was just owned by an old guy. So, he barely drove it. It had nitrous when I first bought it. I had a roll cage already.
I always forget that you have nitrous. What kind of nitrous setup was it?
So it was just a wet nitrous setup. It was 100 shot. Yeah, and it...
Where did you... actually, the other day I was very bored, so I watched all 3 Fast and Furious films on Netflix.
Yeah.
And so I'm very versed in the nitrous world now.
Uh-huh.
Where do you get nitrous? Where do you pick up bottles? I mean, obviously Pep Boys doesn't carry them in the front counter.
I actually had a friend that would fill it up for me.
Oh.
I would just drop it off, and I don't know where he got it from.
Interesting. Okay, so I was always told that it's sort of the drug use and abuse of the car world.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds that way.
Yeah, it's it's sketchy to get, and and it's addicting when you have it. So it's great.
Yeah.
But it also splits the apex seals in half when you're not using it correctly. So.
Is that how you blew up your 12A?
Yeah, my 12A. Yeah.
So, how many engines have you been through? He has to think.
Oh shit. Luckily, I can count them with one hand.
Well, that's a plus.
That's a plus. So
I think you're on your
yeah, I think I'm on my 4th, but I had a 12A, blew that up
with the nitrous,
with
right?
the nitrous, but it still ran. I still raced it, and I went on to like 3 or 4 8-hour road trips with it. Never left me stranded.
Was it obviously down on power though?
Correct.
So you just drove it knowing that you had about 100 horsepower.
Absolutely.
Or not
even
100. 100 stock,
maybe
so like
50.
What? Like 30.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
It was great. And then I rebuilt that. I forgot what happened to that one. Oh yeah, the guy who built it didn't build it correctly. He cut.
Weren't the side seals too short?
Yeah, because he cut them with side cutters.
Didn't that just happen out there too?
Yeah, it's funny.
Is that now your second engine that has had too short of side seals?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Go on.
I think it's like a running.
It's like a running. I just put
me.
2 and 2 together because we literally tonight we were Adam was taking apart your rotors?
Yeah, my old he was fitting my old side seals into a rotor.
Just to test
them, kind of and also clear out whatever debris in the other rotor, and it's a pretty significant gap.
It was what, 0.22?
Yeah,
it's supposed to be
22,000.
Yeah, 22,000. So it's supposed to be 6,000.
Yeah, tiny,
something like that.
So there's that. I went through last year. I went through a 13B. It cracked an iron and coolant was just inside my engine all the time. And then
it's not the best. Not the best coolant inside your engine.
Yeah, it's not the best lubricant. I actually ran goopy seals in that one, and that was great.
You actually had bad. I've only heard good news about goopy seals.
Yeah, so I think it may have been the fact that there was coolant in there, but
okay.
Yeah, it was just chatter marks all over my housings. But
so what's your current? What are we currently doing?
So
by I mean I didn't lay a finger on your your parts. So you and Adam.
What we're doing is we got REW housings or irons, and then I bought.
Are they S5 housings?
Yeah, they're S5 turbo housings.
Okay.
Brand new from the motherland.
Ooh.
So that was a pretty penny.
Yeah, I was about to say that's not the cheapest.
So we're doing that. It's pretty much a turbo engine, and then I have a full FD intake. So it's pretty much kind of a budget REW engine.
What transmission are you running? REW?
I have turbo 2.
Okay.
Yeah, turbo 2 trans. So that'll hold up. I'm not afraid of that.
Yeah, I'm interested. Actually, Merv sold me his trans,
my old
Exetti Stage 1 clutch.
Yeah.
So that should be coming to the channel soon. Mm-hmm. Putting that in, and
you'll have a reverse gear.
I know, finally having reverse.
No more having to push you.
I'm so stoked.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh yeah, you've been there to push me. Thanks, pal.
Yeah,
appreciate that.
Anytime.
Which now thinking about, have our cars only been together once?
Well,
was it the nostalgic meet last year when my fuel pump went out?
Yeah. Wait, no, and I think we went.
And we went to Mazda Midwest the year before.
Yep, that's it.
I don't think we have a single picture of our cars together though.
No, we don't. Well, God. bring it to the shop. We'll just park right next to it outside.
Park it.
Yeah.
Actually, that could happen.
Yeah.
We'll make that happen.
We'll make it happen.
When I get my reverse, because you're moving soon for
work-related
reasons.
moving to California.
Maybe we'll film a second episode of the podcast with you in California.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Maybe my RX-7. My RX-7 will be there. Hopefully.
What's your plan on getting the RX-7 out there? I need to ask you.
I'm just gonna pay a shipping company to move it there. I mean,
if you pay for my U-Haul, I'll do it.
All right. I'm serious.
Did we just make a deal?
That's the deal, I think.
I guess I'm driving to California.
Woohoo.
Vlog it.
With my RX-7.
Oh, dude, that'd be so fun, though. I just need a friend to go with.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. So I'm moving in a week, and I'm like, I really wish.
Fly back. I'll go out with you if you want to U-Haul it.
What's up?
If you want to U-Haul it over a weekend.
Oh, I'll do it. I don't care.
Fly back, and then we'll go together.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's a plan. Anyway.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Other thing, you have a Speed 3.
I do have a Speed 3.
I don't think I've had any Speed 3 guests on the podcast to talk about their Speed 3s.
I'm a big Mazda guy, I guess.
How's the Speed 3?
It's fun. It's so right now it's pretty stock, just a Cobb tune and like a blow-off valve just for the.
Is that with an access
for
port?
the shits. No, I don't have an access port. Which I want to buy one. I think there was one but the guy like took it, which like doesn't make sense because it's like married to that car. So whatever. But
wait, he can't use it on another car?
I think you can only use it twice, but like you
That's
can't.
weird.
Yeah, you can't use it like simultaneously, like with two different cars. Just it makes sense because if you can just like use it with any other Speed 3, like we'd just be like, we'd be like just trading Pokemon cards with it, you know, like.
That would be kind of cool if
yeah.
you had like a tune on a card.
Oh yeah.
Be like, oh, you got a 400 horsepower tune?
Here you
Oh,
go.
I'll give you $20 for it.
Yeah. So.
It'd be funny.
Mm-hmm. But it's a daily driver. It's pretty good on gas when I drive it.
Have you driven a first gen Speed 3?
I have not. Oh, actually, I have. My buddy Troy Reeves had a
Shout out Troy.
500 horsepower Speed 3. That was like probably when I first before I even got my Rx7. Yeah, that thing was nasty fast.
Did that still have the bad torque steer?
Oh yeah, it was the worst.
Because I learned stick shift on a Mazda Speed 3,
Mm-hmm.
and the torque steer. I didn't know what torque steer was. I just thought fast cars steered in a direction, and I'm for the time I was like, I have so much respect for people who drive 300 horsepower plus. Because this one was like moderately built.
Okay.
It had like an exhaust cork sport. Cork sport suspension and exhaust, and it had, I think, a bigger turbo. Something like that. But I was like, oh my god, like every car does a hard right turn when you hit the gas. And so I just was under the assumption, because it was the first manual car I ever drove. And, yeah,
no, they're nasty when it comes to torque steer. So, especially 500 horsepower, it's kind of... I'm sure. It's kind of nerving. So, but yeah, I don't want to do that. Maybe.
But you have a 2012... Which they only made them till what, 13?
Yeah, I think. No, I think 20. It might have been 2012 was the last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wish they still made them.
Yeah, that'd be great. Like the newer generation 3s, like would look beautiful.
They look so good. Did you go to the auto show by chance?
No, I didn't.
They had the new 3s there. The hatch, I'm not a big fan of. But the sedan,
I saw that unveiling thing on Facebook, and the sedan, like the rear. Oh, the sedan looks nice. The rear end of the hatch kind of like. It looks me a little bit.
And it has a big blind spot. I sat in it at the show, and because like the hatch isn't really wraparound, and the rear window, like you have like, this much space between the rear window and the hatch. I wasn't a fan, but I think if they did an all-wheel drive manual Speed 3,
Speed 3,
it would... I don't know what Mazdaspeed's been up to. I don't think they make parts for the ND. I'm not sure though.
Hopefully, they need to make another Speed something.
Hopefully,
so,
But so I'm hyped to see your engine. Do you know what turbo you're going with the
Rx7?
Yeah,
I'm using a BorgWarner 200 SXE. So it's like little but big. So I don't know. Little bit big. We're like the main focus is like getting the turbo to spool fast, like so I can really like just accelerate like a madman. Because our goal is probably like 375, 400 to the wheels, and in a car that only weighs like 2,400 pounds, it's like a pretty big deal. So like you have what 100 and something.
130 on Mike's dyno, 133 at the wheels.
Yeah, in a car that weighs almost nothing. It's pretty.
It's quick.
It's quick.
Yeah. So I wouldn't describe my car as fast, but I'd definitely describe it as quick.
Like if you were driving through like corners and stuff, like you can keep up with stuff.
I drove a 2019 Toyota GT86, the TRD.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I was like, wow, I miss like quick cars. And I got back into mine, and I drove it last night, and I was like, I think this is quicker.
Yeah.
Like it definitely feels faster, and I know the flat 4 is it's a 2-liter NA, and it makes probably I think like 200. But
is that the brand new one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The GT86 is it's heavier than our car.
Yeah, I think it weighs
because of safety standards.
I think it weighs just as much as an NFC.
28?
2,800 pounds.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
We could Google it, but we won't.
No,
we'll just sit here and be wrong. That's fine.
Yeah, whatever. Correct us. I don't drive those cars.
But yeah, it's interesting with the the weight,
Yeah.
obviously.
But you know, to give that car some credit, like it's a very nice handling car.
Oh, the
like,
GT86?
Yeah, yeah.
I fell in love with
BRZs
it.
And everything, like, oh man, if they just came out with like a maybe faster version with a stronger block or something.
Yeah. Well, our friend of the shop, Daniel, he had it was a BRZ, it was a 2013, I want to say. There's a video up on my channel.
Yeah.
He made 500 horsepower on stock block.
Really?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Blew it up recently. It's getting a 2J.
Yeah. Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I'm
what it really
stoked
needs.
about that.
Every Toyota sports car needs a 2JZ.
But but I said in my review though is that like I don't know if this review will be up by the time this video is up, so if it's not, I apologize. But I said like I don't really know if it needed a turbo. Like a turbo would be fun, but it's a really fun car at slow speeds.
Yeah.
It kind of felt like an ND Miata.
Yeah. Okay.
So, which you've only owned, so you've had the 2 Rx7s and the Speed 3. Have you owned a Miata?
I've never owned a Miata. I've owned Adam's Miata for like 2 weeks. That was nice.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So while my engine, oh wait, no, yeah, my Rx7 was down for like 2 weeks because of
I remember this.
I had to forget what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, Adam was like, "You can drive my Miata around." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that'd be tight." I love that car. I want one.
Have you driven it recently?
No, I bet you it's even.
It's on better suspension. It has a roll bar, so it's stiffer. That thing, that is a quality track vehicle.
Yeah,
it's a budget track vehicle, but for the money, I don't think you can get much better.
Yeah, I mean, like hanging around Red Mist, like in all the Miatas, like
it's so dangerous to come here.
Yeah, it's really dangerous.
I mean, how many Miatas can we see out that window?
Yeah.
I know there's the orange one, the green one.
Like
there's like 2 Miatas, 2 FDs.
Yeah.
Caleb's Mazda pickup truck.
Yep.
A Subaru.
A Z.
A 280Z, which is getting that RB25.
Oh, really?
That block sitting there. That's for that car.
Wow.
That's going to be insane.
Yeah.
And then there's a Civic out there. Ryan's boosted Civic.
Yeah, but like just hanging around here, it's like, oh, I really.
It's dangerous, dude.
To buy and build another car.
I just want to build everything.
Crap. I have an RX-7 I need to finish. Like,
yeah, that's my big thing is that I've been thinking about. I really want to do another car for the channel, like a build for the channel. But I'm like, there's still so much to do on my RX-7.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why I think switching shells it'd be enough content, but also because then I'm gonna totally redo the red shell because I'm never getting rid of the red shell.
Yeah,
ever.
you know, I'm the same way.
I can't do it.
You're just too.
I went to my senior year homecoming in that car.
Yeah, I mean,
I still up until recently I still had the tickets in the dash.
Yeah.
But yeah. So how old were you when you got your first RX-7? Were you in high school?
I think it was maybe like 2 years out of high school.
Okay.
I was working at like Canals BMW, and like fresh out of not fresh out of high school, but 2 years out of high school. I was going to school to be a nurse. Worked at a car dealership, which was kind of weird, but yeah, that's also where I learned how to like drive like manual pretty well because I would just like
at the dealership.
Yeah, I would just.
Did you write on your resume proficient in manual and then have?
Oh, absolutely.
Minimal idea.
You know, like after work, I would
Yeah.
just like steal one of the Mini Cooper loaners and just like.
Yeah, practice.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like. Yeah, that was great.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you actually get taught stick on? Stick shift.
BMW M3s.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I would just like.
What gen? Don't say E36. I'll fight you.
All the gens.
Really?
Like, in Canals, like you would just get all sorts of.
Did anyone ever sit down and teach you?
No, I actually kind of just like taught myself. And
really?
Then, and then every winter after I owned the RX-7, I would buy this like piece of shit, like $500 beater.
Is that what the Accord was that you tried to sell?
Like my Accord, but it was like it ran really good.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I should have picked that up.
I had a Tercel that I beat
Toyota?
the living shit out of. Like,
oh man,
when we were getting rid of
it,
we actually ran it on canola oil and olive oil, and
it ran.
It ran for like a whole month
on canola. Jeez.
Yeah, it's
wait, as fuel or as
no, it's
engine?
like engine oil. like engine lubricant.
Oh my! Did it blow up eventually?
Yeah, eventually.
You kicked the can? Okay.
Yeah, like it was bad, but it smelled like cheeseburgers and French fries every single time we drove it.
That's really funny.
Yeah, it was great. That's where like a lot of my stick shift learning like really,
took off in the Tercel.
Yeah, because you just wouldn't care about it, so I would just rev it to until it almost blew up, and then it took it. It was.
I wish I had a car I could do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can. They're cheap as hell. Like you can just find them wherever.
My issue was I never had someone sit down and teach me.
Mm-hmm.
I had a neighbor with the Speed 3, and he goes, "Hey, I have to go to a funeral. You can have the car for the day. Here's how you operate it," and then he left.
Oh, perfect.
And so up until summer of 2017, I never learned how to rev match downshift.
Really?
Every time I downshifted my RX-7, I just put it in the lower gear and dumped the clutch.
Oh,
and that's probably why I burnt out my first clutch within a month.
Yeah, especially on older cars.
And then the car blew up. So this was while the car was down. Felix, who's actually out here, we were in his mom's 1-liter turbo Ford Fiesta.
Oh, perfect.
And it's a stick shift. And he's like, all right, I'm going to teach you how to rev match. So a couple guys taught me how. So yeah, I never realized I've never had any formal training.
Yeah.
Can you heel toe in the FB?
Absolutely. That is the...
I'm not at it yet.
Yeah, it's honestly the best... It's like the most comfortable car to heel toe in.
Really?
I've ever driven.
You have cloth seat, or no, wait, you have a bucket seat.
I have a bucket seat.
See, my knee hits the steering wheel. That's my issue. So I think I'm going to switch to, Mike has a pair of cloth seats.
Oh, yeah. I have cloth seats.
Oh,
I have a set of cloth seats. I don't use them. They're like porno, whatever. Red,
that red? I mean, that's what my interior is.
Oh, your interior's red, too. Yeah, honestly, the cloth seats they sit lower than the leather ones, and I think they're just a lot more comfortable.
If I don't pick them up from Mike, I might pick them up from you.
Yeah,
if you want to get
honestly,
rid of them.
I don't need them. They're heavy. Like I'm gonna be putting another bucket seat on the passenger side, if I can find a matching set of brides.
Oh, do you still have it in there?
I still have the passenger side.
That's probably because
the thing is, I'm out of our friend group, I am probably the smallest. So
by far. That's not an.
So it would be a problem for me to put another bucket seat my size and not be able to drive you guys around.
Someone I know was gonna do that, but I think I might do the one bucket for a while and then switch over.
Yeah, honestly, it's great. But I love buckets.
What harness bar do you have?
I don't know. Yeah, that's like I said. I bought the car like that, so I try to do research on all the parts that I had when I first bought it.
So it had the harness bar?
Yeah, it had the bar.
So the old guy had a harness bar.
Yeah,
weird. But it was on stock wheels, right?
Stock wheels,
stock tires.
No, not stock. Yeah,
all
stock tires or whatever.
No summer tires or anything.
Yeah, the suspension wasn't stock.
That's weird.
But yeah,
what?
It was what's up?
You have the Mazdaspeed front air dam. I'm just trying to think through your car.
Yeah, so Mazdaspeed front air dam for exterior. Yeah, Mazdaspeed front air dam, ZG flares. I get.
Merv, God. I don't think I've ever heard a single question asked more at meets or online. Mostly online.
Of
people asking what fender flares do you use,
which doesn't make sense because I'm not the only person that runs those flares. I just whenever I pop up into a conversation, it's like, hey, what kind of flares are those?
Yeah, it'll be like. Someone will ask, what colors did the FB come in? And you'll post your car, because it's a pretty unique color.
Yeah.
And immediately, what flares are those? What flares are those? What flares are those? What flares are those?
It's
so much so that you changed your Instagram name for a while to ZG Flare Merv.
Yeah, I just had to,
And then people asked about the name change. And I think it just... What have I've been hitting my head on this rusty...
Yeah. You get a tennis shot?
I think.
Oh, God.
I'm going to just chill over here now.
Yeah.
What am I hitting my head on?
I'm going to die.
Oh, God. And then, I've been meaning to ask, what's your spoiler? Because I don't know if I want to run that spoiler.
That is a question I also get asked a lot, because I don't know either. Is it
like the FC where it's like the foam?
Where it's squishy.
Okay, interesting.
But I only know one other person that has the same wing as me, and he's like a guy from like Belgium or something, and like I even asked him what it was, and he doesn't know what it is either. So I'm like,
did you have to take that off when you got your car painted?
Yeah,
you did get your car painted,
I had
right?
It, yeah, I had to take it off. That was fun. Yeah, it's
Huh.
really hard to get to.
Is it bolted?
So it's like there's holes drilled into the back of my car, and then there's like these bolts that like kind of sit underneath it, and you just kinda sit it in there and just tighten it.
Because I've been looking at getting a wing. I want to get some form of wing. I want to get like the not the OEM one, but you know the one I'm talking
but like
about?
the Mazda like factory optional one.
Not where it's like the arms extend like halfway down the car, but like just like the little.
No, just like the subtle one. Yeah, I want to. So like my plans for the exterior of my car is going to change once like the turbo build is done.
Fill us in.
Yeah, so obviously for me to get traction, I need to run barrels for wheels. So I'm planning to try to find a Group C kit.
Oh right, I forgot about this.
Yeah,
are you going to keep the color?
Yeah, I'm going to keep the color because like even though it's brown.
That's you, you know?
Yeah, it's me. I'm brown. So, like, I've actually fallen in love with the color of my car.
It's a unique color.
It is.
It is a unique color.
I've actually never seen another FB with that color. Like, even at car show. Like, there's two different kinds. There's the Tornado Gray, which is, like, a deeper gray. And then you have mine, which is, like, it's called Custom Metallic Silver. But it's not even, like, silver.
It's nowhere near silver.
It's, like, a gunmetal brown.
It's brown. It's gunmetal brown. But... now that I think about it, I'll have to look through my footage.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have one at 7 stock.
Oh.
Where they had 3 rows of FBs.
Oh, yeah.
Where my car would get lost in
the sea of red FB.
Yeah, which is so funny because I go to car meets and I'm like, oh yeah, it's a 13B swap.
Mm-hmm.
Normally they come 12A carburetor and everyone's like, whoa, we've never seen that.
Yeah.
At 7 stock, no one would give my car a second glance.
It's like, oh, 13B, that's cute.
Yeah, it's literally, when we went to the Mazda Midwest, it was me, you, Anthony's car, and then I think there's another one.
Mm-hmm.
It was 3 or 4 13B swapped FBs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was insane.
Yeah, we would kind of suck.
Getting back to it, you want to do a Group C kit, which is not going to be easy to find.
No, I mean, you did send me that link. Black Tie.
Black Tie Motors makes
they make a replica.
I think they call it like the Heritage or something. It's like they're not trying to copy Group C, but it's like an ode to
but it's like it's kind of the same. So that one looks great. But I really want to run my Mazdaspeed front lip because it just looks so pretty. So
is that the one you still have on?
Yeah, it's the one I have on right now.
Okay. Which I don't think you can get anymore. Didn't you mention that?
Yeah, I actually looked because someone that follows me on Instagram was trying to like talk to me about it, and they were like, "Yeah, I can't find it." I'm like, "Oh, that's kind of weird." So I like jumped on Mazdaspeed, which the website looks a lot different now.
Yes, Mazdaspeed updated their website.
Freaked me out.
They're in the 21st century now. They're not from 1996.
Yeah, it's so weird going through that.
It's like a real website.
Yeah. I try to look for it. I cannot find any body panels or like lip kits or anything.
That's weird.
So, like, I'm sure you'd have to contact them directly, but as far as their website, I can't find it. So
I feel like you're a miniature Steve a little bit. Steve, we have our friend Steve, owns a Savannah.
Oh, yeah.
He loves everything rare.
Yep.
Like, he has a radiator setup that's, like, one of, like, 3
that was
sold.
Like, his Trust, like, Gretty, old school 80s.
Yeah, he has, like, a period-specific Gretty setup.
Man. And he's got that,
what kit does he have for the FC that he's going to put on?
Oh, I forgot. But
it's
I know
it's some really rare, authentic, actual FC from Japan kit.
Yeah, it's... crazy.
Yeah, our friend Steve is about like everything like super rare. He's getting a DeLorean soon.
Yeah.
And did you see what he said in the group chat? Because I sent a picture of a DeLorean with ski racks.
Oh yeah,
he said like 5 or 6 years ago he bought ski racks for a DeLorean because he knew he'd need them.
Yeah. So,
that is baller on another level.
Yeah, that's
which I want to get Steve on the podcast just to talk rarities.
Yeah.
But
because he's got all of them.
He has all the rarities.
All the rarities.
He interestingly enough, I reviewed his Savannah.
Mm-hmm. Oh I watched that.
And the window switches were backwards. I was like, why are the window switches that like the one to the far right did the left window and the one on the left did the right window?
Huh.
I was like, that's weird. I thought maybe
why?
JDM he took out the switches because the JDM ones had automatic power windows, and he
Yeah.
didn't want to burn out the switch.
Yep.
So he got some USDM switch
Yeah, I remember
and tossed it in.
telling me.
I remember because after the review, I was like, I didn't really mention it in the review, whatever, and he brings me to the garage, and he shows me this little box. And I was like, what? And it says automatic on it. And I was like, whoa, that's sick.
Super JDM.
But,
wow.
All right, so to end off the podcast, I always ask my viewers the same question. If you had an infinite budget, what Mazda would you build? Infinite budget, any chassis. Could even be a non-Mazda chassis.
Dang. I would probably... I would get a Spirit R and leave it completely stock.
Really? Your
Yes.
dream end of the day
Yes.
Mazda would be a stock Spirit R.
Stock Spirit R in titanium gray. That's my dream.
You didn't go to 7 stock, did you?
I
Have
did
you ever
not.
been? They had the USDM Spirit R there.
The only
left-hand drive.
Yeah.
Which people actually were arguing on the internet over the weekend about is that actually a Spirit R?
Yeah.
It has all the Spirit R parts, but it's not right-hand drive.
Yeah, but who cares?
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
it's like
it's American.
It was made by Mazda
American
for the
Spirit
USDM.
R. Yeah,
So that's it. You would do a Spirit R.
Yeah, Spirit R stock Spirit R, or like, I don't know, maybe build my RX-7 into one of those old school Australian Group C racers.
Oh yeah. You would
be.
See, my first thought was to do a 20B.
I don't know. I just
no.
A 20B would be cool, I guess, but for what I want, I need, I don't think I need that much.
That's fair.
But I mean, it'd be cool. But yeah, it's stock Spirit R.
Well, thanks for coming on. Where can people find you? Instagram?
My name changes a lot, so...
I'll put up his current name.
Yeah,
might change.
Yeah, it might change. Facebook, I guess. Like, the only time I ever use that is, like...
If you ever see a brown FB on the Facebook pages with ZG fender flares, it's your boy.
It's me.
You still making YouTube videos?
No, I actually work too much. I travel around America doing stuff.
Get a job, and then it takes up your time. I don't understand this.
Yeah, who does that?
But
yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for coming on. Let's continue to paint your engine. Get some Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
All right. Like it.
Yeah.
Cause aside from my soul